What's up everybody, Looster here, and today we are still on the West Coast Main Line for more train spotting today here at Kidsgrove, sign right there. The train has just departed. It is a London North Western Railway Class 350, a 350-126, which is forming the 1250 London North Western Railway service to Stafford from Crewe. This did not bring me in, as this train was actually on the platform when my train brought me here. The train that brought me in was an East Midlands Railway Class 170, 175-33, which was forming the delayed 1245 East Midlands Railway service to Crewe from Newark Castle, which brought me in from Stoke-on-Trent. I was on the back of filming there. Before we start, this video was supposed to be filmed at Longport, but the fact that I was on the platform as soon as the guard was about to close the doors, I didn't end it on in time, so I did end up filming here instead of Longport. I will be doing Longport another day, but for now we are here at good old Kidsgrove. But today here at Kidsgrove you will be seeing services by London North Western Railway, East Midlands Railway, Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, Northern, and maybe a bit of freight if we get lucky. For a platform station, this takes you to the junction. So this way takes you to the West Coast Main Line still, but the Manchester branch part of it, and then this way keeps you still on the West Coast Main Line, but up to Crewe. And talking of a train, there is a train approaching now, but this is actually quite a cool station, not gonna lie, given the look. It is actually quite a cool station. I'm really not lying. And also now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. Already, good start. And it is 391.12. 391.12 passes through Kidsgrove now with the 12:53 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston, with a Class 390 Pendolino for Avanti West Coast. First few trains of today. This is actually a good station. You will catch some tilting Pendolinos at the curve at this station. That's what I love about curving stations, when you have Avanti West Coast going through them, so you catch your tilting Pendolinos. But yeah, cool station this. This was supposed to be filmed at Longport, this video, but I didn't manage to get on the 350 in time, so I had to film here instead. So yeah, Stoke-on-Trent is the replacement. not Stoke-on-Trent, I just filmed at Stoke-on-Trent. Kidsgrove is the replacement, but instead of yapping, we shall see what other trains we shall catch here at Kidsgrove. I shall see us all when the next train comes. Now passing through is going to be a cross-country Voyager for Bournemouth from Manchester Piccadilly. 2:20.019 was on that cross-country Voyager. Passed through with the 12:58 cross-country service to Bournemouth from Manchester Piccadilly with a cross-country Voyager of 2:20.019. It says that cross-country Voyager heads down the West Coast Mainline to its next stop of Stoke-on-Trent. I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Kidsgrove. Now passing through is going to be another cross-country Voyager bound for Manchester Piccadilly from Bristol Temple Meads. It was a double 2:20 because I counted the carriages, but I didn't catch the numbers, although it was a double 2:20 as I did count the carriages. It might have been a 2:21, mistake me if I'm wrong, but this double cross-country Voyager passes through Kidsgrove now with the 13:03 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly from Bristol Temple Meads. As that heads up to Manchester Piccadilly, messing up me words, I shall see us all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 13:03 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Stoke-on-Trent with a Northern Class 323. And as this Northern 323 arrives in unexpectedly, I shall see us all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 13:03 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Stoke-on-Trent with 323239. Three 23239 departs Kidsgrove now with the 13:03 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly from Stoke-on-Trent. This did actually catch me by surprise when it was arriving in, as there was an expected freight train to pass, which I can hear it, I think, but as this Northern 323 heads up the West Coast Main Line to its next stop at Congleton, I shall see us all what happens next here at Kidsgrove. Now arriving in onto platform 4 is going to be a London North Western Railway Class 350 with 350-102, which is just now arriving in with the 1312 London North Western Railway service to Crewe from Stafford. With the London North Western Railway Class 350, a 350-102. And as this London North Western Railway Class 350 now arrives into Kidsgrove onto platform 4, I shall see us all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 1313 London North Western Railway service to Crewe from Stafford with 350-102. And off she goes, heading down the West Coast Main Line, 350-102, with the 1313 London North Western Railway service to Crewe from Stafford, and as this heads down to its next stop of Alsager, I shall catch us all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 1323 East Midlands Railway service to Newark Castle from Crewe, with another East Midlands Railway Class 170. And it is 170,533. And as this East Midlands Railway 170 now arrives into Kidsgrove with the 1323 service, I shall see us all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 1323 East Midlands Railway service to Newark Castle and Crewe, 17533. This East Midlands Railway 170 is off now with the 1323 East Midlands Railway service to Newark Castle from Crewe. And as that heads to its next stop at Stoke-on-Trent, I shall catch us when the next train comes. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino with the 1328 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly. It's 39134. Passes through Kidsgrove now with the 1328 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly, and as that heads down the West Coast Mainline to its next stop at Stoke-on-Trent, I shall see us all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 1333 Northern service to Stoke-on-Trent from Manchester Piccadilly with another Class 323 Cool trains. This Northern 323 now arrives into Kidsgrove with the 1333 service to Stoke-on-Trent, and it is 323225. And as this Northern 323 now arrives into Kidsgrove to board, I shall seize all when this departs. Now departing is going to be 1333 Northern service to Stoke-on-Trent from Manchester Piccadilly with 323225. And also now passing through cross-country Voyager 221125 with the 1336 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly from Bournemouth, I think. Either Bournemouth or Bristol Temple Meads. What a crossover! Looster loves his crossovers, and he's just got what he wants. But as that Northern 323 heads to Stoke and that cross-country Voyager heads to Manchester, I shall catch us when the next train comes. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino from Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston, 39145. 39145 passes through Kidsgrove now with the 1338 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston. I almost said London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly. It's the other way round, but as this Pendolino heads up the West Coast Mainline now, I shall see us all what happens next. Now arriving in is going to be the 1347 London North Western Railway service to Stafford from Crewe with another London North Western Railway Class 350. And it is the return of 35102. as this London North Western Railway Class 350 now arrives in, I shall see us all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 1348 London North Western Railway service to Stafford from Crewe with 350-102, and then also now arriving in is going to be an East Midlands Railway Class 170 for Crewe from Newark Castle. Heads off now with the 1347 London North Western Railway service to Stafford from Crewe, which is heading down to its next stop of Longport. And then the train that is just beside me over here is an East Midlands Railway Class 170 509, which has just arrived in now with the 1345, the delayed 1345 East Midlands Railway service to Crewe from Newark Castle 17509. He is getting ready to go now. This will be our final train of today, by the way. One 7509 departs Kidsgrove now with the delayed 1345 East Midlands Railway service to Crewe from Newark Castle. And as this East Midlands Railway 170 heads off to its next stop of Alsager, we shall conclude today's video here at Kidsgrove. If you really did enjoy, please like and subscribe as always. Towards the start of the video, I was a bit hit and miss. But towards the end of today's video, like now, I have actually enjoyed myself here at Kidsgrove today. It's such a cool station. You've got one curvy platform and another curvy platform. One heading to Crewe, the other heading to Manchester. You get loads of services here, and the reason why I am filming at this station is because of these platforms. And also the junctions, which is actually pretty cool. This is actually a cool station to film at. I really did enjoy, but if you also enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe, as it would mean a lot to me in the channel. I will definitely come back here to film here one day at Kidsgrove, but I'll probably be doing Longport before that, so it may be a bit of a while before I'm back here at Kidsgrove. But yes, such a cool station, really cool. But I'm not going to keep you around for too long though, because as for me here at Kidsgrove, I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out.